Midnight Ramen is a minimally edited, live recorded podcast that takes place at midnight. Although Michael may not be consuming food, it's time to get your bowls out. It's chow time.
But welcome back to you. Break stride, I'm sailing me. Free falling, choose my enemy. Free from the things you say. It will all come back someday.
Good evening, gamers and other folks like. Hope y'all are doing good tonight. It is midnight here once again, and you are listening to Midnight Ramen with me, Michael. And I hope y'all are doing. I already said that. I hope y'all are doing good. But again, if you're doing good, that's fine. Or if it's today, or if it's, in the morning, in the afternoon, evening, good night, bye. Just kidding. Yeah, just start playing. Good evening and bye. Just kidding. We're not done. Yeah, if you want to watch this happen live, you can go to twitch.tv/MeltLakeOriginal. All one word. I haven't said that in a long time. Or not only you can interact in the chat, you can watch this happen live, but you can change how the episode goes. You can watch this, live unedited, no cuts. I mean, it's minimally edited, so basically you're watching the same thing as, more or less, you're watching the same thing. You are, or listening, or whatever, on Twitch that you are on, like YouTube and Spotify or whatever the fuck. But the bonus is, again, you get to interact, but also you get to watch the after show where not only do I edit the podcast, but then we do some more streaming and stuff that's just you don't see anywhere else. But once that's gone, it's gone. But again, that saved VOD or edited episode VOD goes up on YouTube and on Spotify. Maybe eventually other ones, but I don't know. I don't know. Yes, I think that's really it. But also on Spotify, exclusively on Spotify, is my radio show, or Midnight Ramen, the radio show, which I used to do back in college. And all of those episodes are on there. They have a playlist linked to them, or up to this point, a 5-year retrospective of each episode. We're starting the second second batches of episodes, or really 3 of 4 batches of episodes. So we're going through them now. We just did the second episode that I had my ex on. Second of 3 times that she was on, because I think she's on another time in this batch, or a batch of episodes, or string of episodes for this semester. And then just got the last one, and then it's all done. All of them are done. It's crazy, though, listening to it, especially now that I'm doing the COVID ones. You can definitely hear it a bit because I'm muffled because of a mask. But it's also crazy to think about the times back then, too, and all that, the changes and things that have happened and whatever. There's a bug in here. I don't think so. I just noticed that the color keeps changing on the screen, but I feel like, okay, I've accepted the fact I have made it so my camera does it less, but I'm accepting the fact that I'm working with purple. Purple is insanely hard to work with, because it's a mixture between red and blue, warm and cold. And one likes to win over the other, and it's damn near impossible to get purple just to stay purple, the right shade of purple. It's so annoying, and I kind of hate it. But I love purple, man. I love purple. Like when I was a kid, I like purple because it was I grew up in Arizona. Because I grew up in Arizona, I think the basketball team was the Suns, and they were using purple. Diamondbacks had purple in their uniforms. There's accents on their uniforms. It's just a neat color. Barney is purple. He's a purple dinosaur. I was a kid. So, yeah. And when I was a kid, I'm wearing a Pikachu shirt. So I'm going to talk about Pokemon, of course. Of freaking course. Because I forgot to do it last episode. And I was thinking about doing it like last episode because it's 151. But this one's 152. And if we're being technical, if we're going like off the anime, technically there's 152 because, there's the original 150 up to Mewtwo, but then you have Mew, and then you have Togepi. So, what I'm saying is, this is the right number of the original generation, the OGs. But technically not, but it is, but it isn't. Weird too, because like even in the anime they spoiled Togepi and like for Gen 2. I don't know what that was about, but and like Togepi shows up early in Gen 1 in like the anime. And like it's like whatever year or two after they made the game. Yeah, actually 2. I guess they had time to develop Generation 2, so they probably had Togepi in there and they're like, hey, why don't we just put it in there? I don't know. Well, it's crazy how Pokemon 2 swept the US or swept the West and just became as big as it is now. Like, I wasn't through. Like, I was when I was in like kindergarten, first grade, I mean, it just had staying power because it was that like big. But I miss the wave of like, oh, this is like becoming drugs on the schoolyard. Like basically selling crack on the schoolyard. Like I miss that. But, kids still collected a lot of Pokemon cards and, had big collections and this and that. I think my sister's friend got us into Pokemon. She gave us our first cards. I remember one of the cards that we have, like a handful of cards that she gave us. One of them, I know where it is. I know where that card is. It's a very actually two. I know two of the cards that she gave us. Both of them are water types. One was a Politoed. Like if you sent it to PSA, that shit's coming back at 0. It's not in good shape. And same with the other one. It was like an Octillery doing like a like I gotta do it from the. What is it from this way? Yes. So from the way that if you're watching this video, you're seeing it correctly. It's like squirting a huge flume of water, just like whoosh. Like that one was also like kind of in rough condition. I could probably like I don't want to edit that out. I could look through the binder. I kind of know where it is. Kind of do. But I don't want to like go through my Pokemon cards and the people know and they're like, "Oh, I'm going to Man, Pokemon card man, I tell you what. Pokemon for cards and stuff like that should not be the way that it is now. It sucks. It actually sucks. Card being in a TCG now is ass. It really sucks. You got Pokemon scalpers everywhere. You got scalpers that are going into like they're so down bad they're going into Magic. Like for what reason I do not know. I still do not know why. They're going into other card games too. Yu-Gi-Oh kind of sucked because it was hard to. Yu-Gi-Oh's hard because like stores usually don't hold it, and when they do, they don't really support it that well. So it's very hard to get it, and plus like cards that you do need for certain decks can be expensive, and to play it correctly, it's gonna cost you a pretty penny. So Yeah. But then you have what's another good one? It's like a big one. Oh, Flesh and Blood is actually Flesh and Blood. I kind of want to get into that, but also kind of really don't. What's another card game? Oh, the One Piece card game. Oh my gosh, I do want to get into playing that. It's crazy too because like again, that one's also falling under the tropings of like Pokemon and this and that. Although I will give it the fact that holy shit, some of the like all like art cards, like I have not watched One Piece or whatever. Like I need to get into it, but like the art from the cards and things like that is just absolutely buck wild. And they treat the fans, I feel like they treat the fans incredibly well in that card game. They know what they're doing. They're doing it the right way. And like they have like you can get a box of, a box of the set. It depends on if you make your money back, but more than likely one card will be worth a good chunk of the box, like most of it. Like almost guaranteed. So that's like value town. I mean, probably the cards will go down, but current price, but whatever. But like the expensive cards are just still the playable cards, but just in a different, art typically, or at least from what I've seen and known, is that the expensive cards are just cool printings of cards that have been printed out the ass, which is good, incredibly good. For Pokemon, a lot of it's just the evolutions. Sometimes good cards, like a Rayquaza. They said the actual pronunciation. They always keep flip flopping on what they want for Rayquaza. I'll say it's Rayquaza all damn day. I don't care. It's Rayquaza. I'm not saying it's Rayquaza. Or I don't even know what I call that one. I like it. I think Charizard. It's like Charizard's not even meta, or at least from what I can tell, Charizard's not even meta. But of course, if you have a Charizard inside, it's going to be worth a shit ton of money. And then the evolutions again, especially Umbreon, and I'm not even counting the Moonbreon, that from Prismatic Evolutions. Like the Umbreon has historically been the evolution to have like expensive cards, like the most expensive cards. And I have no idea why. I cannot tell you why, because it's like, I mean, it's just an evolution. Like, there's a lot of evolutions. But just, I don't know. I really don't. And then Pikachu. I mean, Pikachu's just Pikachu. It's the mascot of the series, and plus the Pikachu cards sometimes I feel like are a bit more meta than Charizard, because like, oh, you could just play a Pikachu and say, oh, get Pikachu EX or something like that. You could do that like in a turn. You can do that. Whereas opposed to Charizard, you have to do 2 evolutions to get to it, which is like ass. Although there's ways to get around that, but like, why? And plus, like, if it's gonna go down because like it has a huge attack cost. Although it is Charizard's moves are devastating. They usually suck. Yeah, they have a high cost to them, so you can probably take a Charizard down before it gets threatening if you know what you're doing. But yeah, I'm not a huge like I really haven't played the Pokemon card game. Like I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like other than TCG Pocket, like I cannot tell you anything about the card game. I know there's prizes. If you beat a Pokemon, you get a prize. You get to pick a prize card, and then you get if you kill an EX or something like that, you can get more cards depending on such conditions. And if you get all 6 more than all your prize cards, you win, something like that. Or whoever has the most at the end of the game. Something to that extent. To what I know. Yeah, but I mainly played the games and watched the anime when I was a kid. I stopped for both the card game and the anime at Gen 5. Because Gen 5 tried to do like, oh, here's a whole new bunch of Pokemon, which kind of were just pretty similar to ones that they've already had, but also kind of not. And the anime sucked. I'm gonna be completely honest. I know the companion became the champion of the region, but like, oh man, Black and White was rough. It had some good moments here and there, none that I could tell you of, but like, yowza, the beginning of the anime just sucked. Like compared to other regions too. And I will say that Dawn is, once you get like once you're in the anime, Dawn is so fucking annoying. She needs to shut the fuck up. She is so pretentious. I mean, she it's good that she's headstrong, but she is so goddamn pretentious. Oh my lord. Like, she'll be like, she'll say every third sentence. She'll say every third sentence. I swear to God. Do a drinking game. Take a sip every time she says that. You'll be on the fucking floor, plastered by an hour and a half. You'll be gone. Based on that. Or when she gets mad because one of her Pokemon's not doing a trick the way that she wants, or she's not getting her way exactly. Like, I get it, she's super headstrong. Or she gets pissed off at Paul, even though she's not a rival to him. It's mainly Ash. Paul was intimidating, but he also was a dumbass. What's it? But Misty, like, obviously Misty and Brock are the best. Misty and Brock are the best. I'll say it. I'm not going to talk about Gen 6. I don't really know who the fuck is in Gen 7 or 8. I feel like Ash cheated to get to become a champion. He definitely did. He literally went to a region that did not have a champion and won. So that is cheating. You literally beat a professor to get to a champion. You cheated. But did he deserve the win against that stupid dumbass? What's his fucking name with the Gigantamax Charizard? I don't know what the brother. Tahop. I don't fucking know his name. Axel. I don't remember. He deserved that win. He deserved that dub. Like, so much build up into that. Honestly, like, he should have won Gen 6. He should have fucking won. And I think everyone was like, yeah, that's bullshit that he lost in the anime. That he lost to Gen 6. He had everything going for him, and he lost. Ain't no way that he should have. Gen 7 was cheap because he again, he had no business being there. He knew he was going to win. Brother, you're cheating. And then I think that the last one, technically, the Sword and Shield one, like, that's valid. Completely valid. I don't know what they did with the anime after that, but I think Ash is gone. Good, I guess. But I haven't watched it in a long time. Nor do I think I really want to. But the games, I started out, I think me and my sister started out with Emerald, which is like one of the best ones. And then we got, of mainline, actually no, mainline game we had Yellow first. And then we got Emerald, and then we got some spin-off games here and there. We're not going to count those. Like Pinball Channel. XD, Coliseum XD. I'm not gonna count those. Uh, and then we got Sapphire. We got Ruby. No, we got Sapphire, I think, because it has a dead battery. I mean, the other one probably also has two, but that one's even worse. Uh, and then we got Diamond, Pearl, Platinum. I got white version because white version has Zekrom on it. Yeah, Zekrom on it. I got 2 copies of black because like they did that thing. They butchered it hard. We know the wait fuck. Let me check because like I have the sealed copy of it here. Let me check actually. Okay, it's white because it has Zekrom on it. It's backwards. So you get Zekrom, the black one, on white version, and then you get Reshiram on black version, which you get the white one, which is stupid. But on white, I mean on black, if you beat the game, you can do a new game plus, which is harder. But on white, you get a new game plus, but it's easier, which is stupid. You get the choice to do that, but like I don't know. I also didn't really care for it because like a lot of the Pokemon that you would want are like locked behind the end, like after you beat the game. So it's just kind of in the end game. So you're just like trying to get more and more and more. So like none of the icons were there. You had a bunch of ones that just kind of were like, one and done. You had a seasonal one, the seasonal deer. I cannot tell you what the name of it is. You can't play it in any other game. I don't think. You just can't because no seasons. At least to my knowledge. And plus, like, I don't think anyone would play it anyway. Any competitive or any to that extent. I just never seen it. Unless if you do it on like whatever the online dueler is. That people do. I doubt you would though. Trying to think of what else. What are the games? So Black, I had Y. Because that's where you got Yaltar, the destruction one. God, I'll tell you, Gen 6, what a fucking generation, man. Like, just overpowered as shit. You got a whole squad with you that's just basically giving you XP the entire time. So you are like on the level at all times, but also getting, because you're beating trainers, you're getting money, but you're also getting XP, so you're always above everything else. So you can just plow through get a team of 6 and plow through the entire game. Like, I think the only times I really caught anything was to like catch for Dex or something like that. But after a certain point, I just didn't. And like once you get the legendary Yalta, like that's an auto include, and like in the main game, like absolutely sweeps the entire time because it's got ways to dish out shit tons of damage. It can self heal, crazy good stats. Like there's a reason why it's a legendary, and boy, it is real good. Real good. But like, yeah, like you get like a Honolucha, you get 2 starters. You get 2 starters. You get your regular starter, which I think for a lot of people has to be Froakie because like it's the guy, the absolute mad lad frog has to be. And then I hate to say it, the default one has to be Charizard because it has 2 Mega Evolutions, X and Y. Although the other 2 aren't too bad either, so yeah. And then you get free Pokemon all the time. Obviously you get, your starter, you get another starter basically again. And then you get a Lucario for free, which gets a Mega Evolution. Like, you have 2 Mega Evolutions. You get a Legendary. Like, you're already set. Get like 2 or 3 other Pokemon, and you don't need to get any other Pokemon the entire game. Honalucha, my fucking boy, HM slave, but man, that even still, Honalucha can like absolutely body an entire goddamn team alone with HM moves. What a Chad. I hate birds, but that is a goddamn goat right there. I'll tell you what. It can fly, it can do strength, it can cut, it can climb, I think. I don't know what the HMs are in Gen 6 off the top of my head, but I don't even know. I don't know if it can learn surf, but, you know, Honalucha can probably surf. I mean, crowd surfing, it would make sense. Because it's a wrestler. I could see it. Yeah, and now that they're doing like A through Z, gets a freaking Mega Evolution. I am so fucking hyped for Mega Honalucha. I might just get it because, like, goddamn, I'm so proud. I'm so happy that Honalucha gets to finally do his shit and absolutely tank, just body the entire way. Like, if I get the game, I'll probably once I get a Honalucha, he's gonna literally solo the entire game. That's it, the entire game. Mad lad. He just wants to go in and beat the shit out of everything. And it makes sense too, because like with A through Z, it's like kind of like an arena fight, so it's like more loose, so you can move your Pokemon around and position them to do their attacks. Oh, it's gonna be like absolute, just nothing's gonna win. Like, have special moves, have just offensive moves, just gone. They're screwed. And Honalucha has a special move, has a, you know, signature move too. I think it was Aerial Press. Oh man, I could go on with that too. Like, I was talking with my coworkers, like, yeah, Aerial Press. I can't remember the combo. It was like the Wind Gem, but you had to do a move that made it so that you use your item. Oh, its hidden ability, I think, causes you to use your item or something like that, or it doubles your speed. Oh yeah, your hidden move special ability doubles your speed when you use your item. So you do something that allows you to use your item, which then doubles your speed, but then you use Aerial Press, so if you have a flying, you know, it's getting boosted by like the flying gem or whatever, so you're going twice as fast, twice as hard, and then because you use another multiplier or something like that. I can't remember what the math or whatever it was. I don't remember off the top of the head. So yeah, absolute mad lad of a Pokemon. I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but it's up there, like top 5. I think my favorite has to be the monkeys. I think my first couple have to be monkeys. So I think the top one has to be Infernape, because I love Gen 4. And plus Infernape is incredible, not only in the game, but also in like the anime too. Like, Ash's Infernape, crazy that he didn't use it after Gen 4. Like, Infernape getting pissed off just could, like, if he let Infernape get pissed off, Infernape could just destroy the arena. Like, legitimately destroy the arena. Like, kill everyone. I wish I was joking. Infernape was literally a bomb. Like, even Charizard, his big, like, heavy hitter, probably could not take out Infernape. Although Infernape did lose up quite a bit. It is one of his, like, best ones. I think Infernape, Grookey Gang. Grookey Gang. I love fucking Grookey. I think Pat Simeon gets a pass, but I don't think he's above Hanalucha. I think Hanalucha's probably third. I mean, there's probably other ones that are not like legendary because that's cheating. Just off the dome, I think Infernape, the Grookey line. I'm just gonna call Grookey line for second because like it's good too, and I think Infernape and Chimchar, Monferno can also are on the first pedestal as well, just because. And then I will say Hanalucha is on third and deserves to be there. Like absolutely deserves. Not my favorite, but also at the same time, absolute fucking mad lad. Deserves to be there. But yeah. Let's get into some magic pack openings. It's at the halfway point of the episode, so let's get to it. Oh, yeah. Another development. I don't know if I had it like last episode, but I got my coin for Tellurium Community College for supporting Shovel Up and Play Season 4. It's like this coin is hefty. It's got some weight to it. It feels good. Shut the fuck up. But yeah, this is a very good coin. I like it. Phone a friend because it's September. If you are feeling down or whatever, or if you're in a situation, call someone. If not, there's lines and people to help you. Yeah. I'm certain S word is not the end all be all solution. There's other ways. There is always another way. And bacon, because I love bacon. Good luck. We got 3 packs of EOE, Edge of Eternities. I should, by next week, have Mystery Booster 2 box from Festival in a Box. Me and my coworkers ordered them like for, Magic Atlanta or whatever the hell. And they did it like way too early. Because like, I don't think MagicCon Atlanta is happening till like in a week. I don't think. Maybe it is this weekend. I don't know. First pack, we got a Mechan Assembler, Monolith Sentry, Invasive Maneuvers, Emergency Alert, Emergency Eject. Then we got a Secluded Starforge. It is a land. You can tap it for colorless, or you can pay 2 to tap X artifacts you control. Target creature gets +X/+O to end of turn. Activate only as a sorcery. Or you can pay 5 to create a 2/2 colors robot artifact. It's kind of poop. And then we got an Orbital Plunge for the foil. It's got printing stuff error on it. And a Swamp. So yeah. Pack 2. Wackety Packety 2. We got, let me get to it. Full Bore. We got a Mecha Navigator. Melt Strider Resolve. Station Monitor. Oh, we got Tezzeret again. Another Tezzeret. Crew Captain. Whenever an artifact you control, put a loyalty counter on Tezzeret. Untap artifact creature you control. If it's an artifact creature, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Search a letter for an artifact with mana value 1 or less. Reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. You got an emblem at the beginning of your turn. Of your combat on your turn, put 3 +1/+1 counters on target artifact creature you control. Or artifact you control becomes a creature, becomes a 0/0 robot. Blah, 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 whatever. And then Cerebral Download and an Island. Last pack. And we're getting down on these packs too. So you know what? I might just honestly go through the rest of the packs that I have right now. Or you know what? The other packs are going to be in the after show. Why not? Reason to come here. Last 3 packs of this box. And then we got a Sunstar Lightsmith for this last pack. Interceptor Mechan. Hymn of the Faller? Yeah. Tractor Beam. Then we got Moonlit Meditation. Checked artifact or creature you control. The first time you would create one or more tokens each turn. You may instead create that many tokens that are copies of enchanted permanent. Ooh, and then the foil is a Sunstar Captain or Chaplain. Is a rare. At the beginning of your end step, if you control 2 or more tap creatures, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. That's not bad. And then a foil Plains. Not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Yeah. Well, speaking of more Pokemon stuff, so like obviously, you know, we bought Pokemon packs and stuff. Like when me and my sister were kids, we bought a lot of Pokemon packs, and a lot of them were like at the local flea, or like we went to swap meets all the time, and there was like this one store there that always like kind of had them. I guess I don't know if they're really counterfeit. I know we do have some counterfeit cards. I know we do, but not like a lot of them. But like a lot of our cards are legit real and stuff like that. Blah, 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 blah. I think some of the more expensive cards that we have are honestly the ones that they're super expensive. I have, no, 2 of them I'm not going to talk about are both, but I know 2 cards that I bought. One was a Raichu EX. I bought that one for like $8 or something like that. And then another one, I think my parents got me it for like a gift. It was like a Steelix, like a hollow Steelix. Why did this get darker? What the hell? I know I'm not like changing the temperature on this. This should not be this dark. What the fuck? Why am I blue? Why are you blue? Hold on, let me get the... What the fuck? That is so weird. That should not happen. What the fuck? So, what was I talking about? So I think one time my parents got me like this hollow foil Steelix. I can't remember which exact set it was. I think it was Skyforge or I think it had an e-reader on it. But it was from one of those Gen 2 sets, kind of going into Gen 3. I think it was Skyridge. There's like 3 sets like in that timelines, kind of at the end of the Wizards of the Coast era, where they're really expensive. I remember having it. There's a holofoil Steelix that I got for $20, and now it's like worth $100. Now I don't know if it really appreciated for the value, but like still, yeah. And but I like grading it too. I think just, you know, as a card value itself, I think it would still retain the value, but like, I don't know. What's the other? Okay, the Raichu I think is also kind of worth that much. Probably less, definitely less. But I know that Raichu that I got, it's worth a pretty penny. Now, I don't think it appreciated as well as, you know, that Steelix or another few cards. There's ones here and there that are like really crazy expensive. I'm like, how the fuck? That we have that are just like, oh, you know, a couple $100 or this or that, or, you know, half $1,000. I'll just say that and leave it at that. That's only it. But like, it's not actually great. Like, I have more value in my Magic cards at this point, like well over in my collection. Like, I'll just straight up say it. But again, don't. I have good record. I try to keep good records of my stuff when it comes to that. But yeah, it's It's a good decent chunk of change if we were to sell it as is for the price that it should. I kind of want to go thrift shopping because uh like the rare chance that you ever find one of those binders is going to be like one in a million. Like an actual binder where someone forgets, like, oh, should have Pokemon cards in there. They're worth a lot of money, blah, blah, blah. But I think people are wise enough to it now that they'll understand, oh, yeah, I probably shouldn't have this in here. Maybe, maybe not. And then I kind of feel bad for garage sales. I would feel a bit more like, ah, damn, you know, because that the kid is probably there. I don't want I'm not that kind of guy to buy a whole collection or whatever unless if they themselves are knowing that they're doing it and saying like, hey, I want to get rid of it. I know there was like a kid that had to save their raise money to save their dog for life-saving treatment. Like they sold their Pokemon collection, and there's like a bunch of people coming together to give them more cards and to help with that sort of, and that's like real neat. I think that's a good side of the Pokemon community, but also you got the just dark, scary part now. That's like not a few eggs, just a lot of people, a lot of scalpers. They're just making and running amok and making even getting a pack just a real pain in the ass. Like there's I hate going to, I know I've said this at that times before, but I hate going to a local game store and I'm there for I could be there for a couple of hours, but even an hour I've seen, and I don't even work there. It's hurts every single time I see a kid or a parent, or a combination of that, go up to the counter or the person working it or the game store clerk and be like, "Oh, you guys got Pokemon?" And they have to say no and a long explanation as to why, because they the one that I go to doesn't really upmark. I mean, they probably do a little bit just because, but they don't oh, for this Elite Trainer box you're gonna have to pay $100 for a $50 product at MSRP. It's like no. I feel like they acknowledge that the value, but they also put limits on how much you can buy and this and that, which I feel like at a game that's where they should be doing it and putting support into local game stores, not these fucking vending machines, because they're finding ways to get around vending machines. They're paying off people. They're doing this, doing that. I feel like supporting the local game stores is the way to go. Or fuck. The thing about Target and this and that is I feel like what they should do is have someone physically there that's a cop, for instance, when they restock it, be like, hey, if you're going to be here, you only get, 2 things and that's it. Or there's a limit to how many packs or whatever things you can get and that's it. And I think for certain products, I think just instead of doing a limit on do a limit of three things, but you only can get 3 things, period. Because I think that's the way to go. Per transaction, but you can't go back in line. Have someone there the whole day making sure that doesn't happen, or put it behind the game shelf or whatever in the kind of towards the tech area, so that way it's locked behind a thing and they know who's been here and who wasn't. Something like that, because I feel like that's sadly the way to go. Sadly, it is. Even at, stores like Target and Walmart, they need to just do it that way, because they sell them at MSRP, which is incredible, or even a little bit more, a little bit less, depending on the product. But it's good to see that sort of stuff. But now you can't. It's really hard to, because obviously you have people just like riding, like doing some stalkerish, like scary things to drivers and, suppliers, like putting air tags on people's cars, uh, basically like literally following them as they're moving from store to store. Absolutely crazy. But yeah. Oh, the thing about this Mountain Dew, it's sugar free. I'm not going to talk anything about the flavor of this, but it's sugar free. And oh boy, I am starting to feel like I may not make it through the end of this episode. I feel like napping. I feel like just closing my eyes and doing the rest of the episode that way. Oh man. I'm also sort of sweaty. Oh man, this sucks. This sucks. It's not even hot in this room, too. So, like, yeah, it's not even hot. Dark again. But now it's back. Ow, my butt. My butt hurts. It doesn't help I was playing with the guys earlier, so oops, playing Magic the Gathering. Doesn't really help. Oh, speaking of games, I was playing Borderlands 4, surprisingly, on my computer. It runs. I'll say that. It's crazy because like a lot of the complaints about Borderlands 4 have nothing, absolutely nothing to do with the game. And like honestly, I see it. Like it's a fun game. Like I see the Borderlands DNA, I see it. I get it. I know what's going on. It's like I feel like it's a definitely fresh, at least from where I'm at. I literally only played like less than an hour of the game. I feel like it does establish the stuff that does happen in the past, but at the same time, it's not like, oh, you need to know all this shit. No. Like I was just continuing the story, but it's also like saying, hey, you don't need to know shit. Like you got Claptrap, you got the characters here and there again, but you don't need to give a shit. New planet, new whatever. So yeah. But goddamn, Randy fucking Pitchford needs to shut his yap. I'm one to talk because like I'm doing a solo podcast and just yapping. But like that motherfucker needs to get off Twitter right fucking now, dude. He needs to shut up. Go outside, touch grass, man. Like to say that people that have like high-end computers are struggling to do it to run the game. I mean, yeah, it could be an optimization of their PC, but it's like it's saying something when you can't run it off the latest GPU on PC. That's saying a lot. And it's like not optimized for PC. It's you can play it on console. It's like, yeah, okay, that leans it more to like having people play it on console because, they know it can run it. It's a little bit more specific that it can run. It's made for running games. It knows how to do that. That's what it's made for. Computers not necessarily. Although, you can build it to do it. Still, it's a computer. It's meant to do a wider range of things. You can go online. You can do other programs. You can do video editing. You do what I'm doing right now. Like I feel like in a few years I should probably make another computer to upgrade. But like I think I might keep this one that I have as like a streaming rig because like it has a lot of the stuff that I have on here and I am not willing to get rid of it. Or finding a better way. I don't know. There's a lot of good stuff on here and honestly I don't want to get rid of half the things that are on it because like it is so good. It is a good PC. It has treated me well. And it's a powerhouse. I'm built my PC in like 2019, and it wasn't even top of the line. It was like maybe a mid range, like $1,000 computer at most, and it's running. It can run pretty much most any game you throw at it. Hell, it can easily run a Claire Obscure Expedition 33, which it did amazingly. It like I probably shouldn't stream it, but it's able to run it and run it damn good. I really, again, I still think that that's probably should be the game of the year because of how, man, that is it is it should be. It's like, oh, there's other games. No, like it's just so well made. Yeah, once you get to a certain point, it's like it's kind of the message is kind of heavy fisted. Like the tone, like at least the game has a good message and actually wants you to fucking finish it, as opposed to like I don't know, you got to put like 80 hours into a game just to see someone sniffing someone's foot for an hour. Yeah, I don't really want to go through that. Thank you, Kojima, but this ain't it. Although I haven't played Death Stranding 2, and I think honestly, float your boat, and I would probably be into that game too. Hell yeah, I would. I'm just not a fan of like having to deal with long motherfucking cutscenes. I never even talked about this fucking Pokemon book. So another thing when I was a kid, I'll get back to games in a second, but I just wanted to do a sidebar. I feel like any kid back in the day when they were taught like when Pokemon was like starting to become a huge hit, they had this goddamn book. They had the official Pokemon handbook, not really official, by Scholastics. It had like Pokemon stats. It had like some fun facts and like height data, how to pronounce. I know there's a couple of these that are like that's not how you say it. Like Rapidash, Rapidash. What's one that just doesn't that just isn't right? Jinx. Blackface Jinx. I'm not showing this. Oh, this has blackface Jinx. And the pronunciation for Jinx is Jicks. So it's just Jinx. But whoa, I forgot about Jinx. That's crazy. I know there was one that was like totally off in the book, and I don't remember where it is either, too. Oh my god, Mew. Like, there's some good ones in here. I gotta be careful to not find through. Like Bulbasaur. I gotta find the Pikachu one. I like the Pikachu one. Yeah, Pikachu. Evolves into Raichu. Look at this fucking mad lad. Let's see, what's the Raichu? Raichu has so much electrical power in its little body that it uses its tail as a ground to avoid shocking itself. Its 10,000-volt thunder wave technique paralyzes any enemy so it can't move. And it also has like typing too? Damn. But also like a lot of the ones I'd say typing, like Bug didn't really exist. Yeah, Bug didn't exist. I mean, it did, but it didn't. There's Poison. But, no, it didn't really exist because Sandshrew was just a ground type. It says it with a grass bug. It says Sandslash is a grass bug. It's not a grass bug. It's like a ground type. That's crazy. It does have the Alakazam, you get it by trade, which is crazy. I love Alakazam. I forgot about Alakazam. Okay. I don't think Grookey I'll swap Grookey. Grookey Gang is going in 4. Alakazam is going in 2nd. I love Alakazam. I have Alakazam in the back. I totally forgot about him. Oh, it's a poster. Oh, damn it. Where the hell? Like, there's a whole lore story as to why I like Alakazam. About spoons and things. And Alakazam deals with spoons. So, I like Alakazam. Plus, like, Alakazam is so freaking cool, man. Like, Mega Alakazam has, like, 5 spoons. Oh, man, that's rad as shit. And even then, it's like, in the, like, original Gen 1, like, that is one guy to have is an Alakazam on your team. Or, Kadabra. Because, like, I think Psychic had no weaknesses because Bug didn't exist, to my knowledge. I think you had String Shot. You had, like, Bug moves, but I don't think you had actual Bug typing or the weakness that caused it. I don't know. I don't think it's... Actually, did it say that Psychic was weak to Bug? I don't think it did. I need to see one that did. I can't find one that is Psychic. Okay. Bad against Psychic. Yeah. So, yeah, it's like one of those ones like Dragon, like it didn't have any weaknesses in Gen 1. Or, like, there was no ice, so no weakness for dragons. So Psychic and dragons were, like, superior because, like, there was no weaknesses. I think Ghost typing only got beat up by normal, or were not effective against normal type, but you had to get a special move for normal to get them. Special. Wait, no, I don't even know how you beat Ghost Pokemon in Gen 1. Good question. I'm not sure. I mean, this has just been the Pokemon episode. I'll just be honest. I love Pokemon. I could talk about, I'll talk about Borderlands and whatever in the after show, because fuck it, why not? But man, I remember looking at this goddamn every day for a hot minute. I remember this being in my, like, school bag too. It has definitely seen some wear and tear. I don't know if the poster was even in here. Like, it even has my name in the back of as like the Poke license. So freaking cool. Confidential. Pokemon Catch Peak. A sneak peek at upcoming Pokemon action. Brand new, never before seen Pokemon coming next summer. We're hatched. Oh my god, over 200 in all. Sharp-eyed Pokemon trainers. Oh my god. Mewtwo strikes back in Pikachu's vacation. Everything you need to know about where the Pokemon Summer 2000 released over 100 brand new. Oh my god, silver and gold and silver. Oh shit, dog. You got fucking Togepi? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So anyway, this has been Midnight Ramen. I hope y'all had a good one. I broke for a quick second. Now, if you want to watch this happen live, you can go to twitch.tv/Meltic Original, all one word. Where not only you can watch this happen live, but you can interact in chat, change how the show goes, yada, yada, yada. Watch this happen live. No edits, no nothing. Yeah. And, yeah, you can watch the after show. But once it's gone, it's gone. But you can watch every single episode on YouTube. And every episode since 100 on Spotify. And also on Spotify, you can listen to the radio show, which is just a 5-year retrospective of each episode as they came out. They're coming out more. So yeah, there's that. What else? And every episode comes out on the day that it aired back in 5 years ago. So yeah, we're in the 2020 era. We're in the COVID era. And what else? think that's it for that. I'd like to thank Gradients for the use of the song Used to It off of the album The Call. I was listening to their stuff the other day. Again, I really do think that any song that I'm like somehow affiliated with is like their top hit. Because like, I'm gonna look at it again. Look at their shit again. Their Spotify. Hopefully, I don't accidentally start something. But, yeah, their tops, like the top two songs are On a Roll, which I was in the music video, and Used to It, which is the theme song of the podcast. So, what I'm saying is that I think it might be exponential. So you keep putting me in things, and I will be, make their songs good. They're gonna get hits off of their songs. Although Twisted, I was supposed to be in that music video, but I couldn't do it that day because I had to work, which I'm kind of mad about, but whatever. But who's to say I wasn't in it? I'll leave it at that. Thank you guys for listening, watching, doing what you do, and all that other stuff. Oh my god, I got it right on time too. Yowza. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I think we're good. I think this is good. I feel like I'm missing something, but no, I'm not. Yeah. Thank you for listening, watching, doing what you do, and all that other stuff. But as I look at the time, it is not midnight here anymore. It is 1 a.m. Well, 1 and 1 a.m. technically. So, whatever. So, it is midnight somewhere else. But until it becomes midnight here once again, I will see you later. But until then, until that time occurs again, bye-bye.